My name is Ahmed. I'm 34 years old. On March 15th, 2019, I was declared clinically dead for 47 minutes. ISIS militants shot me 17 times in my chest, abdomen, and legs. I was a devout Muslim my entire life. But during those 47 minutes, I met Jesus Christ, and nothing has been the same since. I grew up in a strict Muslim household in northern Iraq. My grandfather was an imam who taught me the Quran before I could even read properly. I memorized prayers in Arabic by the age of 7. 5 daily prayers were as natural as breathing to me. I fasted every Ramadan since I was 12 years old. I believed Allah was watching my every move, counting my good deeds and my sins. My identity was wrapped completely in Islam. It was who I was, not just what I believed. I taught Islamic studies to young boys in our community mosque. My wife wore full hijab. My children learned the Quran verses every single day. I dreamed of making Hajj to Mecca one day, fulfilling that sacred pillar of our faith. Ask yourself, what defines you? Your faith, your family, your identity. Now imagine all of that being challenged in an instant. In 2018, ISIS militants began moving through our region like a plague. At first, we heard only rumors, villages burned, men executed, then we saw the black flags ourselves. They called themselves servants of Allah, but I saw only darkness in them. They demanded absolute allegiance. Join us or die. I watched them execute my neighbor for refusing to fight. His children screamed as they dragged his body away through the dirt. My family begged me to flee, but this was our home. I believed Allah would protect the righteous. I was wrong about many things. March 15th, 2019. I remember the date because it was a Friday, our holy day. I had just finished a Fajr prayer at dawn. The sun was barely rising, casting orange light through our window. My wife was preparing breakfast. My children were still sleeping. Then I heard the trucks, heavy engines, multiple vehicles. The smell of diesel fuel mixed with dust filled the air, shouting in Arabic, violent pounding on doors throughout the neighborhood. My heart began racing. I knew they had come for me. They kicked in our door before I could even stand. 6 militants, faces covered, AK-47s raised. My wife screamed and grabbed our youngest child. The commander knew my name. You refused our call. You chose death. I tried to reason with him. I serve Allah through peace, not violence. He laughed. You serve nothing. You are a traitor to Islam. I prayed one last time. Allah, if you are merciful, protect my family. They dragged me outside into the street. Neighbors watched from windows, too terrified to intervene. The commander ordered me to my knees. The dirt was still cool from the night. I felt it on my bare knees. Any last words, apostate? The first 3 shots hit my chest. Immediate burning, like being stabbed with hot metal. I gasped but couldn't scream. No air in my lungs. Shots 4 through 6 tore into my abdomen. Different pain, deeper, tearing inside. I fell forward, face in the dirt, tasting blood and dust. My wife's screaming grew distant, like she was underwater. Shots 7 through 9 hit my back. I stopped feeling my legs. Warm wetness spreading beneath me. My own blood pooling. This is how I die. Allah, why have you abandoned me? Shots 10 through 12. More chest shots. Darkness creeping into my vision, gasping like a fish. Each breath shorter than the last. Hearing my heartbeat slow. Thump, thump, thump. Shots 13 through 15. I couldn't feel them anymore. My body going numb. Vision tunneling. Seeing only a small circle of light. My final thought before darkness was not peace, but anger. Angry at Allah for not saving me. Angry at these men who killed in His name. Shots 16 and 17. I didn't feel these at all. The world went black, completely, totally. No sound, no sensation, just nothing. The nothingness didn't last. Suddenly I felt separate, not floating. More like I was suddenly aware I had two parts, like taking off a heavy coat you didn't know you were wearing. I could see, but not with eyes. I could think, but clearer than ever before. Looking down, I saw my body, broken, bloody, lifeless in the dirt. A strange detachment washed over me. That was me, but that's not me anymore. 17 holes in my flesh, blood still spreading. My wife collapsed beside my corpse, trying to shake me awake. My children running outside, their mouths open in silent screams. I tried to reach for them, but had no hands. I tried to call out, but had no voice. I'm dead. I'm actually dead. Without warning, I felt pulled backward, not falling, being drawn by some invisible force, away from my body, away from my family, the scene below getting smaller and smaller. Where am I going? The light of morning fading, darkness surrounding me, not the darkness of night, something heavier, thicker, absolute blackness, like being buried alive but without a body, no up or down, no time, no reference point. Just awareness and growing terror. This is death. This is what comes after. Time felt meaningless, but the fear kept growing. I tried to pray, La ilaha illallah. There is no God but Allah. But the words felt empty, powerless in this place. Why didn't Allah save me? Where was paradise? Where were the houris and rivers of milk? This void felt like judgment. Allah weighs your deeds. The childhood teaching returned. But I had been devout. I had prayed. I had fasted. Maybe it wasn't enough. Maybe I failed. The darkness pressed in closer. I felt utterly, completely alone. Is this hell? Is this my eternity? Then, impossibly, a pinpoint of light, far away, like a star, but growing. Not approaching me, but I felt drawn toward it, like a rope pulling from inside my chest. The light wasn't harsh, soft, warm, inviting, gold but alive somehow, moving like water. As I got closer, the darkness began to fade. The fear began to lift. Peace, pure, inexplicable peace, but also confusion. What is this? This wasn't what I was taught to expect. No scales weighing deeds, no angels questioning me. Just this light, and someone standing in it. At first, just a silhouette, human-shaped but radiating the light itself, not standing in front of it. He was the source, approaching closer, details becoming clear. A man, robed in white that seemed woven from light, his face kind beyond description but strong, eyes that looked through me, into me, knowing everything, his hands extended towards me, palms up, and I saw them. Scars, deep round scars in his palms. Who is this? Why is he scarred? More scars on his feet, another on his side. His presence was love. Overwhelming, unconditional, perfect love. I had never felt anything like it in my entire life. Not from my parents, my wife, not even in my deepest prayers. This was love without condition, without judgment, just pure acceptance. He spoke, but not with sound, directly into my being. His voice like thunder and whisper at once. I know you don't recognize me, but I have always known you. Who are you? I was trembling, though I had nobody to tremble. I am Jesus. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Shock. Complete shock. No, that's impossible. You're not real. My entire life, I was taught Jesus was just a prophet, not God. God. Never crucified, never resurrected. Now ask yourself this question. What would you do if everything you believed, everything you built your life upon was suddenly standing before you, proving you wrong? I'm Muslim. I worship Allah. You can't be here. Muslims don't believe you died on a cross. You're just a prophet, not the Son of God. My words stumbled out in protest. He didn't argue, he just smiled. That smile, full of patience, like he'd heard this before. I know what you were taught, but now I will show you what is true. You've been searching for me your whole life without knowing it. No, I searched for Allah, not you. Every time you sought truth, you were seeking me. Every time you showed mercy, you were reflecting me. Every time you questioned the violence done in God's name, you were hearing my voice. He gestured, and suddenly I was seeing my life. Not watching it, experiencing it again. Every moment, from birth to death, in perfect clarity. Age 6, asking my grandfather, why do bad people hurt others if Allah is good? Grandfather's answer, we cannot question Allah's ways. But Jesus whispered to me now, that question was me, calling you to seek truth. Another memory. Age 14, watching a man beaten for converting to Christianity. I felt sick watching it, but stayed silent. Your heart broke because I was in you even then. Memory after memory. Times I showed kindness to non-Muslims against social pressure. Moments I questioned verses about violence, secret doubts I never voiced about paradise and judgment. Every good impulse, every moment of love, every question about truth. This was me. I've been with you always. But why the scars? Why did you, if you're really God? He held up his hands, showing me the wounds. These scars are the price I paid for you. Suddenly I was there, at the crucifixion, the cross, the nails, the crown of thorns, his cries of pain, gasps for breath, his love for every person, including me, even as he died. Understanding flooded in. This wasn't weakness. This was ultimate love. He didn't have to die. He chose to die. For God so loved the world. Words I never understood before. For me, a Muslim who never believed in him. For the militants who shot me 17 times. For everyone who ever lived or ever would live. You cannot earn your way to heaven. But I prayed 5 times daily. I fasted. I gave to charity, and those were beautiful. But they cannot save you. No amount of good works can erase sin. Only my blood can wash you clean. He showed me the scales I imagined. Good deeds versus bad deeds. But on one side, all my sins. Lies, anger, pride, judgment. On the other, all my good works. The sins outweighed everything. But then Jesus stepped onto the scales himself. His sacrifice, his blood, his righteousness. Suddenly the scales tipped completely. Not by your works, but by my grace. Not by your effort, but by my love. This is the gospel, the good news you never heard. But the Quran says you never died on the cross. I am standing before you with the scars. You see the truth. He showed me the difference between Islam and Christianity. Islam, earn your salvation through submission and works. Christianity, receive salvation through faith in his finished work. Islam, fear-based relationship with a distant Allah. Christianity, love-based relationship with an intimate Father. Islam, uncertainty about paradise until Judgment Day. Christianity, assurance of heaven the moment you believe. Which sounds like the God who is love. Look inside your own heart right now. Do you want a religion of fear or a relationship of love? You have a choice now. He showed me 2 paths. Stay with him in paradise forever. I saw it. Beauty beyond description. No more pain, no more death, no more tears. Perfect peace. Finally, eternally. Or return to my body, to earth, to suffering. I want to stay. Please let me stay. This peace, this love, I never wanted to leave it. I know. But there's a reason I'm showing you this choice. If you return, your life will be hard. Your family will reject you. Your community will call you an apostate. ISIS will hunt you again. You will lose everything you had. then why would I go back? Because millions of Muslims don't know the truth. They worship Allah in fear, never knowing my love. They work for salvation they can never earn. They need someone to tell them there's another way. You will be my witness to the Muslim world. You died a Muslim. You'll return as my follower. Your 17 scars will be proof of my resurrection power. I'm nobody. I'm not a scholar or a leader. I don't need scholars. I need witnesses. You've experienced both sides, Islam and my grace. Who better to build a bridge? They'll kill me. Again, I will be with you always, even to the end of the age. When you are weak, I am strong. My grace is sufficient for you. What if I fail? What if I deny you? Peter denied me 3 times. I still used him. I don't call the qualified, I qualify the called. Jesus took my hands, though I had no hands. You are mine now, forever. Nothing can separate you from my love. Not death, not persecution, not fear, not doubt. I have written your name in the Lamb's book of life. You are no longer a slave to religion. You are my son. He pulled me close in an embrace. Pure love radiating through every part of my being. I love you. I don't want to leave. You're not leaving me. I'm going with you. Every breath you take, I will be breathing it with you. Every word you speak for me, I will give you the words. Be strong and courageous. I am with you. Suddenly the light began to fade. No, not yet. I'm not ready. You're ready. Trust me. Darkness returning, but different this time. Not the void. A tunnel pulling me backward, like being yanked by a rope. Faster and faster away from the light. His presence still with me, even in the darkness. Go and make disciples of all nations. Then, impact. The shock, like hitting a wall at full speed. Air rushing into lungs that shouldn't work. Pain. Every nerve in my body screaming at once. 17 bullet wounds all burning simultaneously. Being on fire from the inside out. My back arching off the ground involuntarily. Coughing blood. So much blood. No, I want to go back. But I was here. Alive, impossibly alive. My wife's scream. Not of grief this time. Shock. She had been sitting with my corpse for 47 minutes. Had already called my death. My body was cold, stiff, gone. Now suddenly breathing, moving, gasping. You died! You were dead! I felt for your pulse. Neighbors running over, thinking she'd gone mad. Someone checking my neck. There's a pulse! Blood loss alone should have killed me. 17 gunshot wounds to vital organs. No medical intervention for nearly an hour. Yet alive. Someone had already called for help, expecting to collect a body. Now rushing me to emergency care. The ambulance ride. Every bump was agony. Barely conscious, fading in and out. But I felt Jesus' presence, still there, still with me. I've got you, don't be afraid. Paramedics were shocked. How is he alive? Checking wounds. These should be fatal. All of them, I whispered. Jesus saved me. The paramedics' confusion. What? You're Muslim? Emergency surgery immediately. The surgeon's report I learned later. Bullets had hit both lungs, liver, stomach, intestines, kidney. Should have bled out in minutes. Heart should have stopped from shock and blood loss. I have no medical explanation for his survival. Surgery took 11 hours. They removed some bullets, couldn't get all of them. The doctor told my wife, I don't know how to explain this. Medically, he should not have survived. Something beyond medicine happened here. Waking up in ICU. Tubes everywhere. Pain. Indescribable. Every breath was knives. Morphine barely touched it, but the peace remained. Even through agony, Jesus' presence was real. Was the NDE real? Did I imagine it? But the peace, this wasn't imagination. This was something that changed me at the core. Days 1 through 3, questioning everything. Did I really meet Jesus? Or was it oxygen deprivation? Maybe I hallucinated, maybe it was brain chemicals, but the details were too clear, too consistent. The love I felt, nothing on earth compared. The things he showed me about my life, too accurate. Day 4, a nurse brought me my belongings, my Quran among them. I tried to read it like I had every day of my life. The words felt empty now, like reading someone else's story. Couldn't connect to it anymore. Day 6, I asked a Christian orderly for a favor. Can you bring me a Bible? Please don't tell anyone. His surprise. You're Muslim. I know. Please, I need to read it. That night, he snuck me a New Testament. Reading the Gospel of John, tears streaming down my face. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. Recognition. This was him, the man I met. For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son. Understanding. This was what he showed me. Every page confirming what I experienced. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. His exact words to me. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Week 2, I couldn't deny it anymore. Jesus was real. He is real. Everything I was taught about him was wrong. He didn't just die. He rose again. He isn't just a prophet. He is God. The prayer whispered from my hospital bed. Jesus, I believe you now. I believe you died for me. I believe you rose from the dead. I don't fully understand it all, but I trust you. Forgive me for denying you my whole life. I'm yours now, completely yours. Peace flooded through me, different from the NDE, but the same presence. I was born again, not Muslim anymore, Christian, a follower of Jesus Christ. Week 3, recovering enough to have visitors. My wife, my parents, my siblings all came. Their relief, Allah spared you. My burden, knowing I had to tell them the truth. After evening prayer time, they had brought prayer mats, assuming I'd join them. I can't pray to Allah anymore. Heavy, confused silence. What do you mean? I took a deep breath. When I died, I met Jesus Christ. My father's face went red with anger. My mother gasped, hand over her mouth. My wife backed away like I was diseased. My brother spoke. You're confused, the trauma. I told them everything. The death, the separation, the void, the light, the scars, the love. His words, his truth, his mission for me. How I read the Bible and everything confirmed. How I prayed to Jesus and he answered. I'm not Muslim anymore. I'm a Christian. My father shouting, you've betrayed Allah. You've betrayed us. ISIS was right to shoot you. You are an apostate. My mother weeping. My son is going to hell. My wife asking, how can I be married to a kafir, a disbeliever? You're choosing this lie over your own family. That night, they left the hospital. Didn't come back the next day. Or the next. Word spread. He converted. He's a Christian now. The Imam declared me an apostate from the mosque pulpit. Former friends called me traitor. Death threats started coming. ISIS will finish what they started. You deserve worse than 17 bullets. My wife filed for divorce within a week. My parents sat Shiva as if I had died. Told relatives I was dead, better than being Christian. My children kept from me. So I'm asking you, as a man who lost everything, would you give up your whole world for eternal truth? Released from hospital after 6 weeks, couldn't go home. ISIS had my address. Underground Christian network helped me. Living in safe houses, moving every few weeks. Constant fear of being found. Every knock at the door could be death. But Jesus' presence never left. The peace remained through the fear. 3 months after my death and resurrection, a small underground church, 15 believers, most former Muslims like me, the ceremony done at night, in secret, pastor who risked his life to perform it, going under the water, symbolically dying with Christ, rising to new life. I've already died once. This is my true resurrection. Coming up, tears and joy mixing. Finally, officially, openly in this small space, Christian. The mission began, carefully, cautiously sharing my testimony. Other Muslims seeking answers would find me. Secret meetings in homes, in alleys, in safe places, telling my story, showing my scars. How can you betray Allah? Aren't you afraid of hell? How do you know Jesus is real? I met him. I can't deny what I experienced. I'm not afraid anymore. His love casts out fear. I have 17 scars that prove I should be dead. Yet I'm alive. He brought me back. In 2 years, 7 Muslims came to faith through my testimony. A young man questioning violence in the Quran, a woman who had dreams of Jesus, an elder who secretly doubted for years. Each one, hearing my story, meeting Jesus themselves. Each conversion meant more danger, more people who could be targeted. But Jesus' words, go and make disciples, worth it, every single time. Physical scars, 17 visible reminders. Some bullets still inside me, too dangerous to remove. Pain, chronic, constant. Some days barely able to move. But different now. Not scars of death, but of resurrection. Not marks of defeat, but of victory. Each one Jesus brought me back for a purpose. Showing them to new believers. See? I should be dead. But God raised me just like He raised Jesus. If He can resurrect this body, He can save your soul. To this day, I haven't seen my children in years. My family considers me dead. I live in hiding, moving frequently. Can never fully settle anywhere. Sometimes I wonder, was it worth it? Losing everything for Jesus. Then I remember, I gained Him. And He's worth more than everything else combined. What I lost, family, home, community, stability, safety. What I gained, eternal life not earned but freely given. Relationship with God, not religion about God. Peace that transcends understanding. Purpose beyond my own life, hope that can never be taken away. I lost everything but gained eternal life. Jesus' promise fulfilled. I will be with you always, and He has been every single day. Through every trial, His presence, His peace, His love. This isn't just for Muslims. This is for anyone searching for truth. Anyone who feels empty despite being religious. Anyone working to earn what can only be received. Anyone who's afraid of God instead of loved by Him. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened. Not work harder, but rest in me. Not earn it, but receive it. Not fear me, but love me. Koki, because I first loved you. So I'm asking you, as a man who died and came back, as someone who lost everything and gained eternity, what would it take for you to seek the truth? Are you working to earn God's love? Are you afraid of judgment? Are you trying to be good enough? Have you ever questioned if there's more? Jesus isn't asking you to earn it. He's offering it as a gift. He died for you. He rose for you. He's calling you by name just like He called me. With love and respect to my Muslim brothers and sisters, I know this is hard to hear. I know you're taught that Christians worship 3 gods. I know you're told Jesus didn't die on the cross. I believe those things too. But I met Him. He showed me His scars. He loves you more than you can imagine. Allah asks for submission. Jesus offers relationship. Allah weighs your deeds. Jesus paid your debt. Allah might let you into paradise. Jesus guarantees it. I'm not saying this to attack Islam. I'm saying this because I've seen both sides, and Jesus is the truth. I was shot 17 times by men claiming to serve God. I was declared dead for 47 minutes. I should be in a grave right now. But Jesus brought me back. Not Allah. Jesus. The one I denied my whole life. The one I was taught was just a prophet. He is God. He is alive. He is real. These 17 scars no longer represent death. They represent the day I truly began to live. They're proof of his resurrection power. Every single one. By his wounds, you are healed. Jesus changed everything. He changed my eternity. He changed my identity. He changed my purpose. And he can change you too. Come to me. Not come to religion, not come to rules. Come to me. He's standing at the door of your heart, knocking. Will you open it? Will you let him show you what he showed me? If you seek him, you will find him. If you call on his name, he will answer. He saved me. He will save you.